What's up, guys? Wink Games here, back with another video. You know what this video is about because you read the title of the video. If you don't, well, read the title. I'm just kidding. Well, basically what this is a counter. As you can see, if I click this button, it will count. And it works really well. And it just keeps counting. But it resets itself too. So, as soon as this sixth one comes on, it will reset. But it works really well. So let's get to it, and I'll teach you basically how to build it. And I'll teach you some redstone stuff too. Alright, so let's go over here and start with it. To start off, you're going to want to place your pistons. Doesn't matter how many really, but for time's sake, I'm actually going to build a 3 set of it. Oh, actually, let's get a little bit further away. So I'm just going to build it in 3. You can build it to as much as you want. Just make sure that the signals get to all the inputs and outputs, right? And I'll kind of explain where you need to make sure later. Alright, so then after you place those, make sure there's 1 block between each. Lag. Alright, and so they have to be in a straight line. So you can't just build it like this or like this. So they're all at least 1 block away from each other. They have to be exactly 1 block away from each other in a straight line. Alright, then put your gravel on them, or on top. Then put any normal block on the outsides of all of them. So like that, so it kind of gives you this look. Okay, and then wherever your input is going to actually be, the starting line, which should, looking at it, should be the left side, which just works the best. Okay, just put it here. Then you're going to want to place a repeater here with 2 ticks of delay, and then the rest of them down the line like this will be on 3 ticks. And then straight out of this one, just put another, wherever the end of your line is, wherever this last block is, put a repeater that's only on 1 tick. So then that will work out really well. Alright, now from here, then just take your, sorry, I'm having a hard time. Alright, then just take your line, just place the blocks all the way down. You don't need that one. Okay, then place line here. Don't place that there because you're going to put a torch there. And you could just put the torch there. Then take line all the way down. Alright, so these will be popped up, but in a minute they will go back down, and don't worry about it when they do. Alright, now you need to build your monostable circuit over here. So 2 ticks this will be turned off for 2 ticks, and that will allow these to get the signal that they need. Well, actually, technically, it would be on for 2 ticks after the monostable circuit's built. So build it like this. So there needs to be a space that you could walk through like this, normal, but that you're not going to be able to when you're finished with this. Okay, put them diagonal from each other, facing the up is going to go towards the rest of the machine. Okay, put a repeater underneath on 3 ticks of delay, then put a line just straight into that torch block, the block underneath that torch, I guess. Then take a line and just put it on top like that. Place your torch, and that's your monostable circuit. Alright, so let me explain monostable circuits for a second. If not, then just kind of skip ahead. If you already know or you don't want to watch this part, just skip ahead to wherever. But yeah, so basically how these work is it's going to turn this line off for exactly 2 ticks, which is, I think it's 2/10 of a second. I can't quite remember, but that's basically what it is 2/10 of a second. That line will be off. Okay, so basically what happens is this torch will turn off, but this won't turn back on till 2 ticks after this torch turns back off. So as you can see, that just turned off. It pretty much almost looked like it immediately turned back on right after it turned off. But that's 2 ticks. 1 tick looks much different. In fact, 1 tick would be that. And it's even faster than what we see. But because it needs 2 ticks to actually get that block update to that torch, you need to have 3 on that, and so that will make 2 tick of delay. Alright, now to the next part. You need to actually get power to this line here, so just put your torch right up on a block that's 2 blocks higher than this here. So 1 block between the block here and that torch. Alright, so now it basically works how you want it to for the first part of it. As you can see, this would turn off, or this would turn on, causing all these to lift, but then this would stay up because this line here is providing power to this piston here. Then same with this one. Once you click it again, then it moves along and it creates a counter. It works really well. There you go. And your reset will go straight into there. Okay, so that will just reset it. Alright, now these will be all your outputs right here. So that will kind of create your display. This will come out to where your display would be. So let's bring them out to your display actually. So this one you can just bring it out twice and bring it straight over. Bring this one out and make sure it comes just along the other one, and then just along this one. Okay, from this one you can just make sure all of the outputs have repeaters. It just makes the well, it just makes it look a lot nicer. Alright, just put redstone dust there with a repeater. Then redstone dust, repeater, and then dust, repeater, and then you can actually put dust here. And you can actually put dust there, but you can't put dust here. You have to put a repeater there. And I'll kind of explain that in a second. At the ends of all of them, they have to have a repeater. But try to limit how many repeaters you use, just so that, you know, it just makes it so from the time you click the button, speeds up the time to where the light will actually turn on. Here, 1 second. Let me go turn it daytime. I could just type it in, but I like clicking buttons. Alright. So, now from this, just put a block coming straight out of all these repeaters here. And that should be perfect there. Okay, and then put your lamps there. Alright, basically why you need to put the lamps there is kind of has the same concept as why you have to have a repeater there. So basically, if you don't know what strong power is and weak power, well, let me explain it real quick. This repeater is outputting a strong power into this block. This block's strongly powered. So anything that's around it, so that's going to get lit, that one, and even if there was one there. So any blocks around it would get powered. Okay. So what basically happens is if it's set up like it is there, this one's only going to get powered because this is strongly powered, but then this one's weakly powered. So this one can't pick up the signal from there. Although, if you have it to there, this is strongly powered, then this one's weakly, and then these won't get powered. Neither will these. Although that one will. So, yeah. That basically shows you how and why it works like that. So, when this line's on, only this light will turn on. And basically, if this has a line here, this block gets weakly powered, and then this one actually doesn't get any signal at all. So that's why you need to have the repeater to actually give it the strong power of this and weak power of that. Alright. Let's, 1 second. Okay. So now, if you want to bring him closer to here, you can set that up by just putting a signal into that. And this is where you need to make sure that you are getting the full amount of strength. Otherwise, you're going to run into a bunch of different problems. Thing is, the line can go 15 blocks, and this is the 15th block right here. And so I just put a repeater there. So this line, you got to make sure that your main input reaches this monostable circuit. And then also, this is your reset line. And you got to make sure... Oh, crap. Sorry. You need to bring this underneath. Okay, so you got to make sure that this line here makes it all the way to power this block. And if it's 5 to 6, you shouldn't need an extra repeater. 5 definitely not. 6 maybe. I'm not quite sure. But yeah, so just be safe about it and just do it the right way. Okay, so then you can just put it like that. So then it will reset itself. As soon as this gets turned on, this will actually go through and then reset itself. Works out pretty well. So then also you can have a reset button there. Also, so when you're actually working it, as you can see, the first light turns on. Say second light turns on, and then you wanted to reset, you could just reset by doing that. So, but I'll kind of show you. So once I click this one, then it sends power through there to actually turn this torch off, which turns off this, which makes this piston lose power, and so then it falls, and then this one will lose power because it's not getting power from here anymore. So then this one falls, and it just creates a chain reaction. But it works out pretty well. You can actually have them set up so they there's a block between each, and then you can actually have it a lot more compact this way than that way. See, this way is a little bit more big, but still pretty compact. It's definitely one of the most compact counters I've ever seen before. But yeah, it definitely works. You can have it actually blink the light instead of holding it on by putting a monostable circuit right into the light. That works out really well. But yeah, so if you guys have any questions, just send me an email, or you can leave a comment in the description, and I usually answer pretty quick. If I don't, then I probably just haven't been on my YouTube channel for a while. But yeah, hopefully you guys learned something from this, and I hope you guys can use this. I definitely will. And I definitely know, I know that Seth Bling uses kind of a system kind of like this to make a life counter, but I'm not quite sure exactly how he did it. But yeah, so thanks guys for watching. Thanks for all your support, and I'll see you next time.